you how to find a fair. Please get out of my hair.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the small screen dance routines that got us all kinds of hot under the collar.
I'm a slave for you.
Number 10, 3 to Tango, American Horror Story Hotel. In this flashback, the young Elizabeth tells actor Rudolph Valentino about her dreams of stardom. However, when it seems like his words fail him, he turns to the language of movement. As they sway to the rhythm, their bodies intertwine in a dance of desire. Each step, each look is charged with a raw electric energy that pulsates throughout the room. The attraction between them is hard to ignore, but the tension escalates as Valentino's wife, Natasha Rambova, steps into the scene. Together, the three move in a sensual, synchronized rhythm. The dance grows more intimate, every second drawing them closer, as if the music itself is pulling them towards a passionate conclusion, one that feels inevitable. Number 9, Danny's Secret Santa Dance, The Mindy Project. Secret Santa can be a hit or miss experience, but sometimes the best gifts are the ones you can't wrap. In this episode, Mindy's plan to throw a party just to get closer to Cliff ends in disappointment.
I threw a party with the sole purpose of getting a guy, who is still technically in a relationship, to kiss me. And then he left. I'm the most pathetic loser.
I think I have something that might cheer you up.
To cheer her up, Danny hits play on Aaliyah's Try Again, a song Mindy apparently used to blast on repeat when they first met.
What you do to get to me? What would you say to have your way? Would you give up or try again if I hesitate to let you in?
Aaliyah was the queen of confidently exuding sexuality through dance, and Danny could easily fit right into her music video. The fierceness of his moves is next level, leaving everyone wondering who turned up the heat during this holiday season.
Dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again.
The moment between Mindy and Danny after is almost as steamy as the dance itself. Number 8, Carlton's Striptease, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Sexy isn't a word you'd typically use to describe Carlton Banks, especially not when thinking of his iconic dance moves. But in this episode, Carlton finds himself in the spotlight when he and Will try to recover their money after acting on a bad insider trading tip. To his surprise, Carlton discovers he's got the moves to get a room full of women flustered and willingly throwing their money at him. As his confidence grows, so does the seductiveness of his Michael Jackson-inspired steps. Let's just say, if the trust fund ever dries up, this could be a viable backup career, as long as his mum and sister aren't in the audience. Number 7, Anthony and Kate's First Dance, Bridgerton. One of the most remarkable things about Bridgerton is how it uses subtlety to create moments that are just as steamy as its most NSFW scenes. Take the first dance between Anthony and Kate. By now, we know Jonathan Bailey could have chemistry with a cactus, but in this scene, he meets his match in Simone Ashley's Kate. As they move together, unable to tear their eyes away from one another, it feels like they're the only two people in the room. Their intense eye lock speaks volumes, each look loaded with unspoken desire and yearning. Every touch, every brush of hands is deliberate, charged with electricity. Now we know why Regency ladies really carried around those fans.
I'm to return to India the moment my sister marries.
You will abandon her.
Far from it, my lord. She will be married. She will not need me. There will be no more reason for me to stay.
Number 6, Sarah and Bryce's sultry spying. Chuck. Former lovers Sarah and Bryce are thrown back together when they go undercover as a sizzling hot couple at a fancy party.
Any security behind you?
No,
You're still a great dancer.
you're a little rusty.
Yes, sir. Of course. Fantastic.
Can you just let me lead?
No.
To sell their cover, they perform a scorching dance so convincing that even Chuck can't look away. With so much going on, keeping an eye on their surroundings, tamping down any lingering resentment, they manage to pull off a routine that could sweep even the most vigilant person off their feet.
The camera's on the east and west walls crossed for about 2 seconds.
Lambada. The forbidden dance.
That's the blind spot.
If we didn't know any better, we'd swear they were in the honeymoon phase, completely unable to keep their hands off each other. The heat between them is undeniable, sealed with a kiss so hot that we'd probably drop that wine bottle too. Number 5, Strip Show, the sex lives of college girls. After accidentally making enemies with a fraternity, the ladies plan a sex-positive strip show to get back into their good books and raise money for a worthy cause.
About to get real heated up in this room, and it's not because of carbon emission. Give it up for the boys of Theta!
Indeed, it's very Magic Mike. Every grind, every flex, every striptease is totally designed to tantalize and leave their audience wanting more. It's this incredible mix of athleticism and seduction. Every muscle ripple and every slow, deliberate move is choreographed to absolute perfection. They might be raising money to fight climate change, but those moves definitely raise the global temperature a few degrees. And things only get hotter when the group is invited on stage for a very up-close view of the talent.
Weirdly, I'm into this.
Number 4, making whoopee, Bunheads. With dance routines like these, it's hard to understand how this series got cancelled so soon. In this episode, the group starts exploring the birds and the bees, channeling all that energy into a suggestive routine.
The groom is nervous, he answers twice. It's really killing that he's so willing to make whoopee.
While it could have easily been a full-on display of teenage hormones, what makes it so captivating is the way it takes a flirty approach, leaving most of it to the imagination. Choreographer Marguerite Derricks called it their cell block tango, and you can totally see why.
He says he's busy, but she says, is he? He's making whoopee.
The routine pushes the group out of their comfort zones more than anything we'd seen so far. It truly captures that raw, relatable energy of adolescence in a way that's both playful and provocative.
I think it's cheaper than making whoopee.
Number 3, kaput, Schmigadoon. While searching for Schmigadoon, the place that rekindled their love, Josh and Melissa stumble upon Schmicago.
Welcome to Chicago, our fantastical Farrago. Look it up. Mystery and magic.
This season explores the darker, edgier musicals of the 60s and 70s, featuring topics that may not seem as scandalous today, no matter what Schmicago's residents might think.
Does that shock you? We hope it shocks you. 'Cause we're really putting a lot of effort into it.
In one of the season's sexiest moments, Dove Cameron plays Jenny Banks, a nod to Liza Minnelli's Sally Bowles in Cabaret. She delivers a sultry parody of Mine Hair, complete with Fosse-inspired choreography. Only kaput pushes things even further.
Soon we were making romance round the clock. But soon alas I tired of his cockamamie talk.
It's a brilliant mix of comedy and seductive moves with understated sexuality, plenty of hip thrusts, and an erotic undercurrent that oozes through the routine. It's sexy, funny, and irresistibly entertaining.
My dear, I fear that we're
Number 2, Strip Away My Conscience. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend taught us that there's almost no feeling you can't dance through.
Each time we fight, I crave you more.
This would be better on the floor.
This is our horizontal tango.
Whether it's an intense tango or body rolling through your problems, dance can express it all. Yet in this Fosse-inspired number, we also see that dance can be used to make a very compelling argument.
Teach me how to be ruthless and cruel. Yeah, I'm ready tonight. So strip away my conscience, peel away my values, rip off my compassion with your teeth.
Rebecca uses it to convince Nathaniel to turn her into someone as cold-hearted as him, as she plots her revenge against Josh, who stood her up at the altar.
So tell me about your sins and shock me with their luridness. Let me be your pupil, let me choke on your cocksuredness. Innuendo!
With her sharp, seductive moves, she lures Nathaniel in, using her sexuality to seal the deal in a way that's both slick and surprisingly scintillating for its context. Honestly, Going Bad has never looked or sounded so good.
50 shades of morally grey. And thongs are so uncomfortable, so strip it all away. Strip it all away. Strip it all away. Strip it all away.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Groove is in the Heart. How I Met Your Mother. We couldn't ask for another moment of definitive proof that there's an undeniable spark here.
Groove is in the heart.
Henry and Anne's High Voltage Volta. The Tudors. The kind of chemistry you could lose your head over. Mississippi's Dance. P-Valley. Bold, confident, and putting the H in hot.
I'm falling, 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 falling. I'm falling, falling, falling like the money in the club. Falling.
It Takes Two. Frasier. A tango that packs plenty of tension. Thank you for the memories. Legion. To quote the script, Aubrey Plaza rubs her stink all over David's memories.
We're running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Toxic. Glee. It's fair to say the unholy trinity is behind some dances that definitely don't belong in a high school, but absolutely deserve a spot on our list. Santana leading Cold Hearted had our hearts pounding, while Brittany's recreation of Slave for You was simply smoking.
I'm a slave for you. I cannot hold it, I cannot control it.
But it's the whole New Directions gang that really turns up the heat with their downright tantalizing performance of Toxic. This isn't the first time this number gave us some raunchy choreography, but the group performance is so unbelievably hot, it almost caused what Sue called a sex riot in the audience. Honestly, we're surprised it didn't set off the smoke alarm long before Sue could even get close to it.
Don't stop doing that! Don't stop doing that! Yes! Yes!
Which TV dance scene had you needing a cold shower? Let us know in the comments.
Okay.
I'm really into this.
Yeah, bring it in, pal, please.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.